Okay guys, so the color coding system in anesthesia, it's a system that has been put in place to try and minimize errors in theater, try and minimize giving the wrong guess, try and minimize, when you've got a resuscitation and there isn't really time to try and figure things out, errors can happen, mistakes can happen, you give the wrong drug, you give the wrong gas and things like that. So that's what it's about. It's about making sure that errors are minimized in theater. Remember, theater is a very critical area. It's a very dangerous place for everyone, for the healthcare workers, even for the patient. So so you don't want to you don't want to try and figure things out in an emergency. You just want to know what to do. So this color coding system, like I said, it's practiced everywhere in the world in anesthesia. Anesthesia is one of the most organized disciplines you'll ever find. Things are just in order there. Things are done in sequence there. And from the moment the patient comes in until the moment the patient leaves the table, things are done in sequence. And that is done to try and minimize mistakes and errors. So the color coding system, the things that, or the equipment that is coded, so it's things like your cylinders, gas cylinders, and the pipes that carry those gases, and the volatiles. Those are color coded, and we're going to talk about them now. So if you see a blue pipe, you should know what gas is in there without having to read or whatever. Or if you see a white pipe, you should just know. If you see a black pipe, you should just know. Imagine if imagine how chaotic it would be if the pipes were all the same color. Let's say they were all black or they were all red. Now, in the event where you wanted to give oxygen, you mistakenly you can make a mistake and give another gas that you didn't intend to give. So that's what the color coding system is all about. It also, imagine wanting to give isoflurane, and then because there's no color coding, you end up giving desflurane, or you give another volatile. So it's things like that. So we're going to start with the pipes. So the pipes that you are seeing right now, the blue pipe, the smooth blue pipe, that's a nitrous. And the white pipe, the plain white pipe, that's oxygen. Black pipe is air, and the corrugated colorless pipe, that's the scavenger. So if you are holding, and then the yellow one is a suction. That's a suction pipe. So if you are holding a yellow pipe, we all know what you're holding. If you're holding a blue pipe, we all know what you're holding. So, and this is very important for exams, because in an exam they'll just show you a pipe, a color, and then they'll just show you a pipe with its color, and then they'll just ask you, what is the content, what are the complications. So if you don't know the color coding system, then you cannot answer those questions. And also pay attention to the fact that these pipes, they are all mounted against that overhanging metallic thing there. So the gases of the hospital are all stored in one place from a central supply. And now you find that, and then there are pipes that emanate from there to different wards, to different theaters from the same supply. So oxygen, nitrous, air, they are all stored in the central supply. So That's why you always have something that is over hanging, or that is just floating, but not really floating. It's mounted against the roof, and then that's where we connect for our gases to the machine. So the gases, they come from the central supply, and then they get into theater. When they get into theater, we use those pipes to take the gases into the machine. So the patient receives the gases from the machine, or via the machine. That's very important. And also, if you pay attention, each and every gas, the metallic thing there at the end, where you tuck in the pipe, the shapes are also different. There is no way you can put oxygen into into, for instance, into let me call it a socket. Not sure what to call it, but you cannot put or is it an inlet? So you cannot mix them up. It just won't fit. It just won't fit. So by the time you try to push in a pipe and it's refusing to get in, then chances are that a pipe that you're trying to insert is not of that place. So you need to change. So that's that. So the yellow pipe, like I said, it's a suction. When we want to suction in theater, where we are suctioning airway, we're intubating, extubating, or we're just suctioning fluid during operation, that's the suction power that we use. We use that. Yeah. So guys, don't be caught unaware um, about this color coding system. It's gonna come in the exams. I know it's gonna come, and it's one of those things that we think they're not important, but they're very, very, very important. And now let's move on to the volatiles. The volatiles, or the inhalational agents, are also color coded. Yellow is sevoflurane, purple is isoflurane, blue is desflurane. So the most common gases is isoflurane and sevoflurane. That's why in most machines they only have those gases. So you must also look at other gases as well. What are their color codes? But they're not common though. So the common ones is these two. Even desflurane is not very common. Now let's move on to the cylinders. So if you see a green cylinder that has got white shoulders, green cylinder that has got white shoulders, as you can see on the picture here, that's carbon dioxide, right? And unfortunately, I didn't get a picture of a pipe for carbon dioxide, but it's a gray pipe. It's a gray pipe. So the pipes that we know is a yellow, is a blue, is a white, is a black, is a gray, and that corrugated one, which is a scavenger. Yeah, the scavenger. The colorless pipe that is corrugated, has got corrugated rings, or it's corrugated, that's a scavenger. A scavenger is like it cleans the theater, whatever gases that are leaking. I mean, sometimes it happens that you are giving patient a gas, but it manages to escape into theater, into the air, and then starts floating in theater. So the scavenger makes sure that it cleans and take that floating gases that can be harmful to everyone in theater. So yeah. And then oxygen has got a black cylinder that has got white shoulders. Black cylinder, white shoulders, that's oxygen. A green cylinder with white shoulders, that's carbon dioxide. And then nitrous has got just a blue cylinder. It's just blue. And then air has got a gray. Is a gray cylinder that has got black and white shoulders, then that's A. So unfortunately, I couldn't get all the pictures. This is what I could get. So that's the color coding system, guys. It's very important. Keep it for tests and then know it for your exams as well.